And now coming to you live from an undisclosed location deep in the heart of North American flyover country. I'm Jeffrey Darty, the Christian whistleblower, under the radar, but always over the top, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, no exception. We're going to be talking about Kevin Annett, wrong or lying. Stop asking me about him, please. The Pope has not been stripped of his power. You know, I'm having a I'm having a what is it? It's like it's a battle within myself because I'm really pissed off about all the things that are being done to us. And I'm really pissed off about how people are just bending over, spreading them and taking it. I'm really upset about what they're doing to us. And I'm really upset that people just take it. So on one hand, I'm really upset. I'm really mad. I'm angry. I'm locked. I'm loaded. And on the other hand, I'm very happy because I know that we've got a message that will set you free from the fear and guilt control matrix. We've got a message that will set you free from the matrix itself. So on one hand, I'm very, very happy. And on the other hand, I'm very, very pissed off. And lately it's been pissed off Jeff that has been coming to the fore. We're trying to give happy Jeff some more airtime, but doggone it, people. I just don't understand. And I have to make a public apology right now to the Pentecostals. Because you know I was a Pentecostal preacher for 20 years, Bible college graduate, 100,000 hours of studying the Bible. And I've said many, many times that the Pentecostals are the most gullible people on the planet. I've said that many times, that the Pentecostals are the most gullible people on the planet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I must issue a public apology to the Pentecostals. They are not the most gullible people on the planet. The people within the quote unquote truth movement have them beat. We really do. And I hate to say it, but I don't hate to say it. Somebody's got to say it, but come on, man. Really? Really? But anyway, just to let you know where I've been lately. And, you know, somebody says you need a cold shower. I get one of those every day. I don't do the cold shower, but I do the polar plunge, as I'm sure you're aware of. And, you know, I had never heard the name of Kevin Annett until about a week ago. And now I hear it at least 10 times every single day. You got to get Kevin Annett on the channel. You got to get Kevin Annett on the channel. This is big. This is huge. This is amazing. This is powerful. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Kevin Annett. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know Mr. Annett, but I do know that he's either wrong or he's lying. Please stop asking me about him. Pope Francis has not been stripped of his power. Period, ladies and gentlemen. And Kevin Annett's sourcing on this, I'm going to read it to you from his own lips, pen, whatever. According to a confidential and high-level source within the Roman Curia. According to a confidential and high-level source within the Roman Curia. Ladies and gentlemen, this is called fake news. I don't have a source. I can't tell you who it is. I can't tell you what it is. A confidential and high-level source, that means no source. Ladies and gentlemen, that is fake news. According to a confidential and high-level source within the Roman Curia, the removal of Pope Francis occurred last Friday morning. This is written on the 22nd of February, so supposedly he's been depoped for like a month. When the Vatican Secretary of State met with Francis in the presence of two other senior cardinals, and all three are actively associated with the Ninth Circle, which is supposed to be some ritual deal. And on behalf of the bishops' conference, they informed Francis that he'd lost the confidence of both the bishops and the College of Cardinals. He was henceforth told that he would operate only as a figurehead and that this would be kept secret from the public. But he will not exercise any authority. Fake news. We have to learn to say 3 words whenever we hear something like this. Where's the proof? Remember the old commercial? Where's the beef? That's what we got to start asking. Where's the beef? Ladies and gentlemen, if Pope Francis was stripped of all his authority, there'd be more than one guy on the internet that knew about it. Francis Smith says, I don't know who Kevin Annett is. I trust no one until I find several trusted sources, one being my own gut instinct, and my instinct is seldomly wrong. And by the way, I did run this through the rods, and they said that he's either lying or wrong as well. So Kevin Annett is wrong or lying. So no, I will not have him on the channel. No, I will not be interviewing him. And please don't ask me to do so anymore, because this is fake news. And I stay as far away from fake news as I possibly can. Now, Kevin Annett, just to let you know who he is, you can make your own decisions and judgment about him. I couldn't find that much. I found this thing. I guess he has a radio show, and I'm showing you that now. Here we stand with Reverend Kevin D. Annett. Can I just say one thing to you, ladies and gentlemen? If somebody calls himself Reverend, that's kind of a tell to me. If somebody's still running around calling himself a Reverend, I'm a little, yeah. There is a remnant chosen by grace, Romans 11:5. I bring peace, not peace, but a sword of judgment, Matthew 10:34. And Kevin Annett is a separatist spiritual and political movement. He's the head of something called the Covenanters, a separatist spiritual and political movement that is establishing free and independent sovereign communities under the law of God. Oh boy, that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's have a theocracy run by a long-haired Canadian. Wow. Can I say thanks but no thanks? Does he do online weddings? Can I say thanks but no thanks? But if you would like to learn about the Covenanters, you can go to this website and order their founding declaration. And he is on BS Radio. Oh, I'm sorry. BBS Radio. How did I make such a mistake? BS Radio. Oh, I'm sorry. I did it again. Can you imagine? Oh, my. BS. Oh, darn it. BBS Radio for Reverend Kevin Annett. Can I get an amen? Thank you, Jesus. Glory to God. But no, we will not be having Mr. Annett on the channel. No, the Pope did not lose his position. No, the Pope is not out of a job. So there. No need to write me anymore. No need to ask me anymore. No need to say Kevin Annett to me ever again. So this isn't really pissed off Jeff. It's not really happy Jeff. This is kind of like medium Jeff. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. What do we say in the chat room? His bio is excellent. Anthropologist, ex-minister. He is a writer. He's selling some books. Freeman King says he's been saying he's got him bagged and tagged for years. He's apparently caused quite a stir. Two Trees, may I just say that, and again, if you enter into the chat room and are respectful, I may read your comment. I may not read your comment. But if you do enter in the chat room, I do reserve the right to rhetorically eviscerate you as well. So you better come strong to the mic, as Jim Rome used to say, have a take and don't suck. Maybe Jim Rome still says that. I don't know. But he's apparently caused quite a stir. Okay. Must be onto something. Not okay. You can cause stirs without being onto something. And Kevin Annett, if he has caused a stir, has done it with being on to nothing. It's a blustery day in Osaka. It's an, Tracy Dyer says she sees two trees being mocked soon. Mocked is a strong word, Tracy. I don't think I would use mocked. New Agers and Truthers are. He gets things wrong a lot, says Blazing River, who's followed Mr. Annett for years. I was listening to him years ago at this same old caca. Yeah. Oh, wow. A week. Funny. I think he's wishful thinking out loud. Yeah, I think so. Duped again. Yeah. Caca occurs. Yes, it does. This is what I love about your channel. Constantly reality checks. I love it. What a blessing. Thank you, BBan03. So when you having Kevin on, good job, Mr. Bone Dangles. Can you dance? He has moved out of the Pope's living in the Vatican. No, he hasn't moved out of the Pope's living in the Vatican. See, come on, Jeannie. You can't bring that slop in here. He's not moved out. Come on, man. He looks like a crackhead. Well, that's not very nice. He is in the Godspell. Don't know if he does online weddings. Shirts, man, when you grow up Catholic, home and knew the truth. What? I don't understand what you said, Amanda. Don't call yourself a sensei either. Teacher, yeah, but not a sensei. No, I'm not a sensei. Did I ever call myself a sensei? Jeff is spreading the love. Oh, yeah. I'm all about the love. BS Radio. Spirit Heart is giggling. Have the Pope on. I'd love to have the Pope on. If the Pope wants to come on, he can come on for sure. So he's American and selling lies. No, I think he's Canadian, Amanda. I'm pretty sure Mr. Annett is a Canadian. So he's one of your Commonwealth brethren, Amanda. Luke already jumped in the lake today. This is what we need to learn how to say. Repeat these words after me. Lori Duran says, show me proof. Whenever someone says anything to you, just say to them, show me proof. There's a door to the Sphinx that's been found. Show me proof. The Pope isn't living in his quarters anymore. Show me proof. The Pope has been relieved of his duties. Show me proof. What am I going to debate? That he has a confidential, super secret source or he doesn't? No. Cardinal Pell. That's what I said. Yo, family, not you, Jeff. You mentioned calling oneself a reverend. I don't call myself a reverend. Not me, ladies and germs. So there you go. Once again, let me repeat. The Pope has not been stripped of his duties. The Pope has not moved out of his quarters. And Ed says, and I'll show this, it's held for review. Ed says the Pope stuff is an aside. Annett brings attention to church involvement in child sex, slavery, and murder. Well, then he should not be so, Poppy shouldn't get so sloppy with his sources, because if he is bringing attention to true church involvement in child sex, slavery, and murder, then why would you want to pollute your credibility by spurious, unsubstantiated, unfounded, wrong or lie? It still hurts. Gnostic syncretist says empiricism is sorely lacking in the truth community. I would give that an amen if I still gave amens. I listened to him a lot. He was getting a lot of coverage over the Native American school abuse in Canada. He was one of the lead clergy activists exposing the abuse. He started getting shady. I heard a really funny joke about Canadian Native Americans, but I won't say it because it just wouldn't be right. He wouldn't be. Oh, Mr. Bone Dangles is on a roll today. I shouldn't read this, but I will. The only one that can strip the Pope is an altar boy. Mr. Bone Dangles, you are one wicked dude. Mac, I will be in Florida next week, unfortunately. So I will not be able to be in Las Vegas. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is Kevin Annett. He is on BS. Darn, I did it again. BBS Radio. Here we stand with Reverend Kevin D. Annett, the official voice of the Covenanters, a separatist, spiritual, and political movement that is establishing free and independent sovereign communities under the law of God. Sounds like he's a smoking compound short of David Koresh, but that's just my somewhat comedic, dark humor opinion. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, and this has been the Christian Whistleblower Show. And I don't think I have to repeat what it's about because we all know. We are the last generation of real humans. Guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, be your own guru. I think it's time for us to start asking questions and to start questioning answers. And above all else, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for us not to join an independent sovereign community under the law of God. Who's God? Which law? Who gets to say, I'm not joining anything run by some long-haired Canadian that says he's going to bring a sword of judgment and we're doing it under the law of God. Who's God? What law? Thanks, but no thanks. I think I would prefer to unindoctrinate myself.